Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Warren Canonigo, and you're watching my life icons. Today's guest is definitely at this point still a stranger. There was one time I was researching for a potential guest in my talk show, and I was definitely attracted to his resume or the information I saw in his social media pages. So that's why I thought and I really believe profoundly that he deserves a spot in my show. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mr. Jason Sanday. Hi, Jason.
Hello, Warren. Good evening.
How are you tonight?
Actually, I'm very, stressed because I've been, in different places because I'm currently holding a project right now. So we have only less time to prepare. So that's why, I have so many things to do. Pero all good naman din kasi I'm fine giving time to things like this. So
Thank you. I really appreciate the fact that despite your hectic schedule, you still managed to squeeze in this interview. I'm super thankful. And to my subscribers and viewers who really requested for someone who's a Glee Club member and a student leader, then I'm sure they will appreciate this episode so much. Now, what was your reaction when you read my message in your timeline saying that, hey, dog, I sent you a PM? So what was your initial reaction after reading my direct message or my private message?
I actually was, a bit shocked, even though like in our university we have the publication, but I didn't really think if there will someone be outside our university that will be interviewing me for something like this. So like, yeah, a bit shocked because outside of the university.
I understand you've been interviewed many times already, but is this your first time in YouTube to be interviewed by a YouTube content creator like me?
Uh, Actually, yes, it's the first time.
Wow! Thank you very much for giving me a chance to be your first, at least in this kind of platform. And your yes is really much important to me because, again, it's the first time that I'll be guesting someone of your caliber. Um, But before we talk about the milestones or highlights of your career as a leader, as a student leader, and as a former Glee Club member, I'd like to first ask, when was your earliest recollection, or when was the earliest time when you thought that you had a potential, or you really loved to display leadership and to, organize and, lead people?
Uh, I don't think that people will have that kind of ability in knowing if they have the ability to lead people. But for me, the only thing that really got me to run or to be a counselor in the first place is because I want to volunteer. No sugarcoating here. Uh, just that I being able to give something to the community will make you feel satisfied and make you feel good as a human being because you'll be able to help a lot of people by doing so.
Yeah, and it really requires passion because you know what? When you do extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities, most of the time it doesn't get reflected in your grades, right? So sometimes it
Yes, it doesn't.
yeah, it gets tiresome sometimes that it's not really fully acknowledged, but because you love it, so that's why you do it. So speaking of which, I'd like to talk about the highlights of your career. So let's talk about first your being a Glee Club member in senior high school. What's the story?
Oh my god. Actually, that was the first time I was able to undergo an audition. We had like three audition. The first two audition was for singing, and the third one is for dancing. So, during the first year that I joined the Glee Club was I was the Humes representative. I'm under the strand of Humes, and so yeah, I was I think the most active of all the Hume student that has participated in the club, and I think that uh, that reason I became the vice president of the Glee Club on the next year of Glee. So yeah.
Does it really require for you to be a member of a glee club? Does it really need, you know, do you really need members who are really super talented? Like, if you would rate yourself from like 0 to 10, how would you rate yourself in terms of vocal prowess or dancing skills?
In singing, I think I would be able to rate myself with an 8. Especially now because I'm also in an organization which is a Brothers of San Pedro Colosod. I am a choir member, and I think
Oh,
that's that that justify the 8. But with the dancing, I would be able I'll be able to rate myself as 4. I'm not really that good in dancing.
but anyway, it's glee club, so the priority is always your vocal talent, right?
Yeah. With regards to the question that we need members that is very talented, I don't think it has to be, as long as you're on tune and you can be able to learn on how to make yourself like really listen to the music. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, you should, but at least you should be able to carry a tune because, like right now, you're a choir member of. You mean the choir member of a? Is that a parish church? San Pedro Calungsod. Like,
Yeah. Are you familiar with SMC side?
yes,
Yeah. Beside that, we have the San Pedro Calungso Chapel, and we are uh, serving there every Sunday.
you every Sunday. So that's why you sing in the choir.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And then you transition to being a counselor of the Supreme Student Government. Is it of the college, a particular college only, or the whole university?
It's the whole university, but we don't include the elementary, but the whole college itself.
Okay, and that's already a big deal. How were you
It
con-
is.
What motivated? What gravitated you to go with that route?
I think the motivation for me to go through, like even though I encountered a lot of obstacles, like there are times that I would really feel like I can't do the campaign anymore because it's so tiring. During the time that I ran, it was also during the final, so we have to deliver a lot of requirements. So that I've been handling with my schedule, so it's very hard to time manage it. So I think the reason why I really still gone through it, even though it was very hard, it's because of the motivation for me to really do something for the community. I want to give something to the community. I want to help that in a way that I can to make a better community for everyone.
Exactly. What other affiliations do you have outside the university aside from your choir membership?
As of now, that's only it. The choir and the SSE. But before I tried also working, pero it didn't. I didn't have the time to work say with the uh, things that I'm handling, so it's very hard to make time for it.
No, but
So yeah.
those things are more than enough to keep your plate full every day, 7 days a week. So I really salute
Yes.
and admire you for that. Having said that, I still would like to know what are the perks. We already know the challenges. Of course, it's a schedule. Your effort needs to be there, and sometimes you get tired. But what are the perks that you think are worthy to be mentioned? Yes.
I think the perks. We have a lot actually. One of the thing that you can have is being exposed to different people. You can make many connection. For you can know a lot of people, and most importantly, you can be able to be exposed in different fields. So such as we have the different projects. We can be able to be exposed in uh, business and different areas in our establishments actually. So yeah, that's one of the greatest benefit that you can get.
I agree with you. It's really networking people. It's actually fellowship with people that will empower you and make you more powerful. Because if you have more connections, then you can definitely ask help from them to be able to realize your plans and your goals. That's perfect realization. I agree with that. Was there a time when you needed to or unintentionally like compromise your relationship just because you are really standing on your conviction or because you really need to make an important decision as a student leader and that unintentionally you compromise a personal relationship, did that happen or nothing of that sort yet? But you don't have to go
Um,
if it's really.
I think it's okay. I think it did, pero the thing is the partner that I have was very supportive. Like during the campaign, the partner that I have always helped me with everything that I do, and especially when I'm down, um, uh, they just motivate me to do more because I want it in the first place. That's why I ran.
Mhm. Understood. And related to that question, were there moments when you wished you made a different decision? What do you remember? Do you remember regretting a particular decision?
During the being a student leader.
In the course of making a decision as a student leader, yes. Mhm.
There was actually, but I did consider, but when time passed by, I realized that it's better I did not because I wouldn't be here in the first place.
Exactly, exactly. We have to really stumble and we have to stand, and that's what's more important. And I'm sure you've known a lot of people, and you have your heroes and your influences. But who would you like to thank and mention in this episode, in this talk show? Who do you think are really noteworthy?
It's a common narrative, but one of the greatest thing that I could say that really helped me is my family. They're one of the reasons I was able to go through with uh, the campaign, the stressful things that comes along with being a student leader, and also my friends and my fellow counselors. They really helped me also a lot. So those are the people I really want to thank.
It's amazing that you were able to really balance, the social and the intellectual dimension because you're studying, you have your leadership skills avenues, and then you sing in church, so your spiritual dimension is still there. And of course, this is one thing that I admire in you, aside from the spiritual stuff. Um, Despite how busy you are, you still manage to make sure to take care of your physical dimension because I saw your videos. You're doing treadmill, you're doing basketball, and that's why you're so fit. So what's your fitness routine or your diet routine? You're fit despite you're being very busy. So how do you do it?
Actually, now I don't think like I'm really that fit, but as much as as much as possible, if I have like uh 10 minutes, 20 minutes, even that little ample of time, I would be able to give myself the chance to do exercise or even walking, stretching, because even though you are busy, you have to take care of your physical aspect as well.
Exactly. Your lifestyle is a perfect testament that we can really balance everything through time management. Yeah, nothing should be left ignored or set aside. You said you're not that fit. Of course, you don't have the, or how would you that? How would you call that the how would you call people who really work out so much that they build so much muscles and then they join in competition? Bodybuilders. Okay, you don't
Oh, bodybuilders.
bodybuilder body, but for me, you're really really fit, and I can see the abs in your pictures. So congratulations.
Wow,
Do you
thank you.
diet or you eat anything?
I actually eat anything. I just give myself the chance to exercise lang dun.
Exactly. So that's what I thought. That's why I think you really enjoy food, especially you're in the city, you're in Cebu City, so the food there is really tempting, especially the fast food scene. And but again, you make up for it in terms of exercising and working out. So I okay. So your favorite. activities are treadmilling, right? You do the treadmill, then you do.
Yeah, like anything running, uh, cardio actually, it makes me feel good. Like it makes my body feel lighter, and it makes my mental health stable maybe.
Were you involved in any sporting tournament before? Like in a league, basketball league, volleyball league, tennis tournament, or something like that?
I I did actually. Way before I was able to go through taekwondo, athletics, which is sprinting. I was able to have also a little bit swimming, and what do I know, basketball also. Like during grade 10, I like during Monday to Friday I would be having the athletics training. So and during the Saturday Sunday I will be having the basketball training as well. So and with the studies na din, so it's very hard to manage. So yeah,
But you did.
thankfully I was able to.
It's hard, but it's doable because
Yes.
you did. That explains the broad shoulders because you did
Uh,
a lot of sports at least. So thank you very much. So to cap tonight's conversation, and this will not be our last conversation because of course I'll be meeting you in Fletch soon. We'll maybe have a thank you dinner or something, but I'm gonna inform you of course if I'm gonna be there in the city. What is your message to promising student leaders?
so one thing that I can give you is the one thing that made me do more. Uh, don't be afraid to deal with the hardship because comfort is the enemy of growth. That's all.
Wow. Thank you so much for that very meaningful statement. Thank you very much for giving me the time. I hope to see you in the flesh and more power to your future projects. I know you are busy of a lot of things now, so good luck. And I hope you'll be successful anyway. Let me know if you need help in promoting or something like that. I'm just a chat away. Thank you very much, Jason. Enjoy the rest.
Thank you so much, Warren. Have
Thank
a good night.
you. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.